words in this moment. Something that I'm going to say now, which tomorrow I might not regret, but think differently on. But words and thoughts in my head at this moment are of the vegan community, okay, and all the different groups and types of people in that community. A bit like cycling, really. Cycling community, and you've got all these like little subcultures and things. People have got different ideas, different things, different approaches, and different ways they like to enjoy themselves and better themselves in whatever activity they decide to do. You've got to be realistic though. Like, I'll never be a pro cyclist, okay? One, I'm too old. Two, I wouldn't want to be anyway. Three, you got to have, like, you know, you got to have a little bit of talent there as well, you know. It's kind of like a special thing to be a pro cyclist, man. A lot of people think they got it. They haven't even got it mentally, for starters. Anyway, there's something else going off track a little bit there. But it's being realistic with things, okay? I'm being realistic with food and diet and nutrition and stuff. And the way I see it, okay, we're going to like destroy ourselves, I think, before anything like better happens to this planet, I think. Like, people don't really, they can't grasp that, can they? They say, that's not very optimistic, but it's being realistic, isn't it, really? I think. But I'm just like doing this, like, you're you, I'm me, okay? What you do, whether it's good or bad, it's going to affect you in a good or bad way, isn't it, okay? You might love your family and your friends and stuff on the planet or whatever, but if you're not here, you're not going to be able to do nothing about it, are you? You got to look after yourself the best you can, alright? Okay? And, like, hopefully, really, other people can see the glow in you and the vitality or whatever, and then perhaps take on a little bit of that and give it a go themselves. Yay, nay, whatever. Who cares? I'm not really bothered about that. What I'm saying is, people can't grasp how, like, big things are, I think. Like light years, the universe and stuff, time. They can't scale. Like, people would be like, oh yeah, I'm hoping that the whole planet would be vegan in 30 or 40 years' time or something. You really think so? You really think so? At the rate, like, we're building hospitals, alright? At the rate we're building, like, doctors' surgeries and, like, dialysis centres and stuff. The rate that all these charities are growing and growing and growing, and they're, like, research for, like, a cancer drug or Alzheimer's or stroke or something, you know? And the amount of other, like, diseases, heart disease and things, different diseases, like, which really, see, like, I haven't researched loads of this, alright, but I've got some shit hot books I'm going to be getting my head into at some point, but pretty much, like, toxemia and toxicity in the body and, like, cancer and tumour growth and things like that, it all kind of pretty much comes down to the same thing, alright? And, again, going off track a little bit, but things are kind of, put it this way, things are kind of made more, it seems like, to the general public, right, the general population, things are kind of made out like to be more complicated than they really, really are. Like, you got XYZ disease or whatever, and there's only kind of like one way of approaching and treating that, and that's kind of what the government or like the medical industry or whatever tells you, okay? Like, accept it, that's the way it is, there's no other way to combat this, alright? Like, and people that are giving out all these like alternative therapy ideas and not drugs, but I'm trying to think of the word, products or whatever, which a lot of people use and stuff. They're kind of seen as like whack jobs, aren't they, or crazy? But a lot of people, man, have gotten over stuff just by changing their diet and going down this route and simplifying their life, I guess. Life's so complicated these days, isn't it? Everyone's rushing around at such a pace, man. Even when they're in their cars and stuff. Even when they get up in the morning, making breakfast, it's all a rush, isn't it? Even when you're at work, it's a rush. It's a rush for 4:30 or 5 o'clock so you can get home. And then you rush again to make your dinner, man. And then you watch television which has got adverts in the breaks which are all right rammed in your face, like rush around, buy this, you got to better your life by buying this, man. Just the whole kind of like system and the way it's set up, okay? We all live in that, we all live in this time, in this world, okay? I'm out on my bike now and I'm breathing, and today I felt like shit again, man, but now I'm actually out on my bike, I feel really good. It's a really nice evening, okay? I've had a nice tailwind and I've got like a little headwind on the way home, but the wind's kind of dying down now. But breaking down life to do the simple things, alright? Like, your life might be complicated in that. You might have kids, you might have like a stressful job. You don't like that stressful job, get out of it, okay? But there's ways you can combat that, you know, by moving your body and looking after and treating it better, alright? There really is. Looking after your body and treating it and making it and building it a strong, you know, being the best version of yourself you can be, you know? It's like a quote or something I seen the other day. I can't remember what it is. I kind of made one up myself, actually. It's like a bird's nest, alright? Like, the more you work on it, the stronger it gets. It's true, isn't it, you know? Like, the more you see these little birds, they build their bird's nest, the stronger it gets. That's like a human body, man. The more you work on it, the more you try things out and experiment with things and realising, like, you know, what perhaps you don't need, what you do need versus what someone else is doing or using. And start working on that and you get yourself, you know, good foundations and stuff. Go from there, man. That's all you can do, okay, in a crazy world and times we're in. But as far as people that think the world's going to change in their lifetime, I don't think it will. To wrap up this video, I think it's going to get a lot worse. I think things are going to get a lot worse. We're going to have a lot more crazy times, whatever that might involve. It's like the news, isn't it? They always start off the news by saying good evening, and then slowly as they start reeling off the news stories and things that have been going on throughout the day and week or whatever, you're reminded that it's clearly not, isn't it? But that's only in that like propaganda world, you know, within that TV. A lot of stuff that's going on around the world is going on a long way from the people that might be told that news story, or unfortunately be closer to other people who, like, you could have something near you that's going on, car crashes, whatever, but that's life, man. That's things that go on. Things are going to happen, aren't they? But what it is just it makes out of the world such a crazy kind of place more than it is, you know. Yeah, it's crazy, as I've just said. I'm not like contradicting myself, but yeah, stuff's going on, man. Like, how many wars are going on now, which we don't even like hear about, you know, but ones that actually perhaps stand for something, if that makes sense, as far as wars go, versus greed, you know. Some people like standing up like for land, aren't they, or for things that they believe in or whatever, but you know, it's different, man. Like religion, again, going off track, Justin, but so yeah, you just got to chill out a little bit, man. Stand back, look at a lot of things, right? Look at a lot of things. What you actually see and what you're being told. When you actually think about it, you think, it's a pile of shit, innit?